Everyone, thank you so much for being on time. Andrew and I were just chatting before we got started. So I have a special guest, Andrew with Corporate Plus card, and I'm really excited to dive deeper on these because for years I've been given these cards from real estate agents. Like they hand them over to me like gold, but nobody ever explained to me what this was. They're like, yeah, on the back you get these discounts. And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. And I never took the action to use it because I thought there was going to be a lot of work and whatever. I just didn't think it was actually going to be that valuable. And then I ran into these guys at an actual trade show and I pulled Andrew aside to actually dive deeper. I'm like, look, man, I've been in the industry for years. People are using these things, but I don't know any benefit of it. Not that there isn't any. Can you just share that with me? And he told me a couple of things. Like, we're going to show you live, but right off the top, if any of you like watch the beginning of the video and don't have time to watch the full video, you get an app with these guys that you can build out all of your favorite vendors, and you can even build in discounts right in. So your lawyer, your home inspector, your painter, snow removal, lawn maintenance, all that. You can have like a Rolodex that people have access to. Plus, they get real discounts on real things like sporting events and car rentals and movies. That's the big one. The big one for the consumers is because all consumers go to the movies, and to get like, I don't know what the difference is, 15 to 30% off. Some of them are even 40% off consistently just by using your card. It's pretty cool. So Andrew, I want to let you take it away and share with us the benefit of using this card and how a real estate agent can leverage it.
Yeah, well, thanks for that intro, Dan. I mean, it was kind of like backhanded, but yeah, I mean, when you get a card from someone, if they don't do a job of explaining you how, like, the value of it, then you probably aren't going to take the time to register it and see all the discounts you have available. But the people that do, the average savings is about $138 a year per user. So if you haven't already done so, Dan, I suggest you go ahead and sign it up and check it out.
So that's interesting. So actually, when people hand me these cards, it actually lowered my overall. It didn't add value; it lowered the overall value. It seemed like a cheap ploy to me when they didn't explain it. They just handed this, and it's like, here's a discount card, but instead it's a value card, right? So it's all in the way they frame it. Because when these people were giving it to me, I'm like, discount, and then I just associate discount with them being a discount. And
yeah, no, it's a VIP. We strongly suggest calling it your VIP client card instead. But we'll get into all that. Cool. I'll touch on all that throughout the webinar, because it's one thing to just hand someone something that looks nice, but you really kind of have to explain it just a little bit to get the full value. And that we really leave it up to the agents, the real estate agents themselves, to do that, because it does have tremendous value. But I'm going to go ahead and start with just Corporate Plus Club. Our motto is build a community around your brand. And I'm going to go ahead and dive into how sellers choose their agent. So really, really basic stuff first. So when I go through my research and I look at NAR a lot, the NAR statistics, they have a full scope of what's happening. This one really stood out to me, and I hope everyone's aware of this, but if not, if you look at the top two methods that sellers use to choose an agent, they both have nothing to do with the internet or anything like that. I mean, the top two is, adding it together, 64%. So they're either referred by or is a friend, neighbor, or relative. So that's 39%. And then they used an agent previously to buy or sell a home. So that's 25%. So basically 64% of the time, they're going to just know who you are through a friend or relative. That's 64% of the time. The internet website is only 4%. So as much as, I'm a millennial and I think that the internet is the biggest thing, and I would only use that to find an agent, I wouldn't need to actually speak to people. After looking at the stat, and actually personally, when I bought my house last year, I used a realtor who gave me a present when my son was born. That's it. My son was born. She gave me $500, and she said, here's a gift for your son, and good luck with everything. And then literally 5 months later, I bought my house with her, and that was the only reason why. She also had like signs, all over the town, and she was known as like one of the best, right? And when you have your pick of the litter and you're paying a good agent the same as a bad agent, you might as well pick the best one. So yeah, 60, that number 64% really stood out to me. And the same thing with how buyers choose an agent. 42%, 52% of first-time buyers will use someone who is a friend or referred by a friend. Then there's 12% that have used the agent previously. Internet website is 9%. So first-time buyers, the internet website thing goes higher.
Yeah, it does.
And but it's all. I mean, your contacts, your circle of influence is your bread and butter, according to these stats, and they're always going to continue to be, because it doesn't really show me why, but I can guess why. And maybe Dan, if you agree with me or not, but I think it's because buying and selling a home is such a personal and huge experience for someone. They want to do it with someone with a good reputation, someone they know personally, someone who they trust. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. I mean, they're not just going online and clicking and buying a home. Like, they want to use someone who's real and friendly. And actually, that leads into my next slide, which is the deciding factors. Again, this is from the NAR Economic Outlook on 2017. The most important factors when choosing an agent, it's the reputation is the highest factor. So what's your reputation? Are you on billboards? Do you get good reviews on Google? Do you have a Facebook page? Like, do people like you? Do people talk good about you? The second highest is, are you honest and trustworthy? So 44% have to do with honesty, trustworthiness, reputation. Those two usually go hand in hand. It has to do with like credibility. Agent is a friend or family member is 16%. Agent's knowledge of the neighborhood is 13%. You have a caring personality. You're a good listener. So all these things on the left-hand side here, they have to do with liking you. Like, basically, they like you. You have a high reputation. They're not going to make a mistake by choosing you, which is also a big factor when choosing an agent. I mean, no one wants to make a mistake by choosing a bad agent. So if your name is plastered all over the town, or if multiple people talk about you or see you on a daily basis, you know, visibility and credibility is profitability. There's that famous formula, V plus E equals P. Visibility and credibility leads to profitability.
So many of those pies, they were pretty equal, like 2020, like roughly they were relatively the same. And they're all really much geared towards like the honest and trustworthiness, like basically anti-sleazy salesman. So if any of you are in the habit of using tie downs, that's a term used for when you're dealing with objection handling and you're tying people down along the way. People can feel that, right? So there is a time and place if you're really well scripted, and more important, you're really well listened and you listen to the people. But for those who just don't know what they're doing and just go out and start using tie downs, you're really rubbing people off the wrong way. Like, if you look at collectively, most of the blue is like 80% of this chart, and you guys are tying people down with objection handling, and it's like not the way to do it, man.
Yeah,
cool. I've never seen that chart before. That's cool.
Yeah, they basically just have to like you and trust you, and that has to tie in with what we do. Anyway, so that's what you want to get to. You want to get to a point where people are liking you and trusting you, and you're credible. For beginner agents, that might take a long time, like years, to get to that point, and lots of money spent on advertising and stuff like that, and thinking about how to strategize that. So there's going to be a lot of challenges for you guys to do that, even the ones that are already in business a long time, and you're meeting people for the first time. Like the agents, the mega agents, they're constantly still have to be on the ball because they're meeting new people who maybe don't know who they are, and they have to present that credibility right away. And that's kind of what we do, because the challenges that you're going to have doing that are, you know, showing your clients you're invested in their best interests. That's really hard to do right away. You being unique. Doing something that no one else is doing, that's going to help you stand out. Offering immediate value to your clients and prospects, that's something that you want to do. Giving something right away so that they hold on to it, they don't forget it. And being present in person on their computers and on their phone. So if you can achieve these things, you're going to be way ahead of the curve, and you're going to get more engagement and more credibility. Challenges, again, more challenges. setting yourself apart from your competitors, presenting value before the sale occurs, having clients remember you when they need you, lack of time to allocate to the effective marketing, building trust with clients, reaching new generations of buyers. All these things we help you do. And again, I was talking about visibility and credibility equals profitability. So visibility, being seen. Otherwise, you're out of sight and out of mind. And then there's this mind share experiment that I wanted to try with you, Dan. So basically, I say something, and you tell me the first company that pops into your mind. Okay.
As long as it's not a real estate brand.
Yeah, it's not a real estate brand. I'm going to say something, and then you just tell me a company that pops into your mind. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Running shoes.
Nike.
Fast food.
McDonald's.
Carbonated beverage.
Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah. So most people say Coke, but Nike, McDonald's, and Coke, those are the three things that always pop up every time someone does this experiment. It always comes up that way. And that's kind of what you want to be when someone thinks of the word realtor. Like when I used my realtor, the first person that popped into my head was her. So that's the visibility part. And then credibility is prove that you're knowledgeable about the community and you're a leader and expert in the community. And then that leads to profitability. And this is true with anything, not just real estate. All right, next slide.
Before you move on to the next slide, so a couple slides back, you had talked about like building that relationship. It really comes with face-to-face and seeing the people like that. You can't hide behind your keyboard and think Facebook and Instagram is really going to push you over the top in the mind share of people. The best way for people to know you, like you, and trust you is to know you, like you, and trust you, and that happens in person.
Yeah.
So one opportunity I see with this corporate card is if I was to get this, I would then reconnect with my entire database and do a pop-by face-to-face with each one of them. And that would give me the opportunity to update my database because I would have to get their address and I'd get missing email or missing phone number or whatever. And explain to them the benefit of this card and not even talk about, hey, do you want to buy a home or sell a home? That would just come across naturally because maybe I'd wear a branded shirt or whatever. And I'm still in the business, so I would maybe talk about it, but I wouldn't at the same time. I wouldn't ask them for a referral. I would literally just come, give them this value. Okay, I'll follow up in a couple months. We got a client party I want to invite you to.
Yeah.
So this is just one extra touch that a person could do.
That's right. Yeah. Anytime you have an excuse to give your clients a pop by, or go door knocking with something, or give your clients a call, that's not I want your money or I want your business. You have to do it because eventually that person is just going to give you their business naturally, either through just wanting to give it to you or guilt or whatever it is. But the more you give, the more you get. And that's what this slide is about, is the importance of community. So I see a lot of real estate agents doing stuff like this now, where they're actually really involved in their community. They run barbecues, they run fundraisers, they plant trees, and then they blog about it. They post it on social media. And if you can do more of this, your sales will just go up naturally. Because people, when we go back to those first few slides about trustworthiness, credibility, liking you, all that stuff ties back to community. Like, oh wow, this real estate agent volunteers, or they fundraise, or they're doing all these things in the community. Then obviously they're a good person, right? I don't want to give my business to a bad person. I want to give it to a good person. And we believe in that a lot in community, and that's our motto. But there's only so much you can do and so much time you have. So we came up with Corporate Plus Club and Client VIP card. So this is a way to show that you're a community leader without having to run multiple events and hire social media people and do all that stuff. We break it down through the best impact method: cheaper, faster, better. If you can invent a product that's cheaper, faster, and better, you're way ahead of the curve. And we've done that for real estate agents. So Corporate Plus Club, we create these VIP cards for you. They're hard plastic. They're beautiful. You can give them out to your clients and prospects any way you want. We'll design them any way you want. One side is you. So the front side is you. It's your branding. And then the back side is the membership number. Your clients download the mobile app. they punch in their number, they see you, and they see all the discounts they get access to. And they can use them every day whenever they want.
And it's one app, so there's only one app in the App Store, but when they download, because the system knows based on the PIN number, it knows to rebrand the app based on the agent?
That's right.
Cool.
That's right. And then you get a notification whenever someone activates a card. So if you're giving out a lot of your cards, whenever someone activates, you'll get that notification. So you're going to know their name, you're going to know their email address. So it's perfect for all that prospecting and door knocking and all that stuff. Not just to give.
That'd be cool. I'd set it up within our team that when we get that notification to have an email typed up already with a video explaining like, hey, congratulations, welcome to the team. This is how you use the app, and this is why we gave it to you.
That's good. See, that's a great idea right there. You can do it like that. Absolutely. That would help for sure. So yeah, we give you the platform and you can do whatever you want with it. And it already comes preloaded with discounts all across the world. So I'll show you what the app looks like. Let me go ahead and switch over to a YouTube video.
This is Canada and the US. So some of you from the US, you're going to see Canadian brands, but then some of you from Canada, you're going to see US brands. So it'll work depending on what country you're in. It just won't, like, some brands aren't in Canada and some brands aren't in the States and vice versa. But collectively, there's something for everyone.
Right. So can you see this YouTube thing right here?
No.
All right. So I need to share my screen or change the...
Minimize that PowerPoint that you got over the top right. Hit the minimize button.
Oh, okay.
So that full screened it. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. It still shows... Oh, I think because when you shared it, you did it as a PowerPoint. Okay,
yes.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to...
I need to reshare my screen again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I want to share my screen then. All right. Now I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah, I think I shared just that window rather than sharing the desktop.
Okay, so now can you share your screen? Try sharing your screen and do the window or do desktop.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Okay, we'll edit that part out.
All right, thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, the magic of editing. So can you see this here?
Yeah, again.
All right, perfect. So I'm just gonna go to full screen. This is the app. We showed you the cards before. Again, cards come with a membership number on the back. Your clients download the mobile app, they punch in their number, they see you, and they see all the discounts they get access to. So this is Dan. He's my agent, and this is just a video, so we're going to go through it. And then I click on discounts. So right now it's showing me where I am, and it uses GPS to show you what's relevant. So the first thing that pops up are the stuff that Dan actually added himself. So like he added his heating and air conditioning guy. I get $250 off an HVAC system. I get $25 off a radon mitigation system. This is all stuff that Dan added himself. He added his electrician, he added restaurants, he added his home inspector. When I scroll down the list, I see even more stuff. So I see stuff like City Pass. This is stuff that Corporate Plus Club automatically preloads into your app already. So the app already comes with discounts all across North America. So right now it's showing me,
I got
right
a
now it's
question.
showing me like AMC and Six Flags, and I get 5% off Home Depot cars whenever I want. I can buy my vouchers, my AMC vouchers right from the app, and they're about 20% off than usual. If you're in Canada, Cineplex, we have that too. We have Sherwin-Williams. I can walk into any Sherwin-Williams paints in the country with my realtor's card and get 20% off my paint. I just need to show his card.
That's my question: is how does like the girl that's part-time that just started and you show her this app, you're like, yeah, no, I'm supposed to get 20%. How does she know?
So if she doesn't know, she has in her POS system, she has a code related to Corporate Plus Club. So all she needs to do is type in that code and she'll see it. So she just writes in our corporate name and then it'll pop up. So we make that very easy. For stuff like flower delivery like this, We just send you right to the store, right to the FTD store. FTD is the biggest flower delivery service in North America. You get 20% off. Your clients get 20% off all that stuff. So then,
even the agent, you got your own card, you would have discounts on all these things too.
And then you would have discount on all those things too. And you can leverage these big vendors like Home Depot, like AMC, Cinemark, all these things you can leverage throughout the year. So, for example, Valentine's Day is coming around.
What's a Home Depot discount?
You get 5% off gift cards there. So it's like thinking of renovating your home. You get 5% off with my card, with my VIP card. Remember, for stuff like FTD, which is the flower delivery, you can say, "Oh, remember Valentine's Day is around the corner. Happy Valentine's Day! Remember, you get 20% off with your Dan Wood VIP card." So it's just leveraging these vendors that we already include to make the program better, and you can get in contact with your clients over and over and over again throughout the year.
If I was to do a pop-by to my database, I would have like a piece of paper with all the logos and give the card with the logos to really reinforce, because when you just give them the card, they don't know. They're like, oh, discounts, whatever, too much effort. So make it as little effort as possible. And I would print out even like an Excel or a Word or something with a list of everything and the percentage off.
Absolutely. So actually we do have, if you go to build.corporateplusclub.com, we have a support site for club managers. So club managers are people like Dan, who you see on the screen. He's always speaking to and adding local vendors, and we have client letters for you. It's in doc format, so you can even edit it and add your own images and name and anything you want. We even have vendor offer forms, so they can put out what the offer is. When you do get a vendor to sign up with you, they just write down their offer, they write down any terms and conditions and how they want your clients to redeem the offer. So whether it's showing your card to their staff or showing the app on their phone, it's totally up to them. So the benefit is that when you start, not only do you have a beautiful card that you give out to your clients, but you have a referral generator on the back end. So when you add local vendors, don't just add them and that's it. Ask for referrals too. So for example, this team, this is the Trisha Cook team, and I think they're in Atlanta, Georgia. They have one of the biggest clubs right now, and this is just some of their vendors. I think they're at about 100, 120 vendors right now, local vendors. And they
wait, hold on. Side note, I take it you want to 10x this, guys. Take this idea of adding as many vendors to the card as possible, but you go to that location, do a Facebook Live talking about it, and you do a 5-minute video or whatever, and now you have a video that not only they can use, but you can use. You're adding them to your database. That's cool. I would definitely hit that up where I'm on a mission to do 100 videos. Imagine that.
There are companies that'll actually charge you to do that, and here you can just do that for free and give them value. Yeah. I can name you another company that charges you to create videos and interview local businesses. But here you can just walk into any local business, give them value right away. Say, hey, I'll give you free advertising to my top clients. If you want to, I'll put your offer on there if you want to give something like 5% off or 10% off or whatever you want to give. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes, because it's free advertising to your best clients. And then you can interview them and put them in your social media and say, hey guys, we just added this local vendor. They're an awesome paint shop. Come by and show your VIP card and you get 10% off your paint.
Oh, yeah. Now you got content where every month you could even do an update of the new people added or reminders of that's cool. Yeah.
And then what happens is people are going to call you and ask you for that card, because you can say, if you didn't get your VIP card yet, just give us a call. We'll be glad to stop by and give you one, Yeah, stuff like that. Trisha Cook team, I mean, they added cleaning services, they added chiropractors, they added massage studios, they added restaurants, auto repair. And now whenever they give out their card, they just look like an incredible realtor team to work with. Whether you're an individual or a team, it doesn't matter. And you can add whatever you want. And this goes back to community, where Cynthia Diaguiar, she's a mega agent in Toronto, and she just added a link in her app to donate to Sick Kids, and she's trying to hit her $10,000 goal. And that's literally the first thing that comes up in her app. So what are the things that her clients think of when they see this is they think that she cares. She's a good person. She's likable. She's a community leader. And she doesn't just want to make money all the time. And this is very important for her brand and all real estate agents in general. It's not just to look like someone who wants business. It's to look like someone who's a community leader. And if you just add one simple thing like that, like click here to donate, that'll help you a lot. And you can do that whenever you want. If there's local events happening or fundraisers, or it's really easy. We give you your own web portal, and it's branded too. So you sign in, you click on add a vendor, click on add a deal, fill out the deal information, upload an image, how to redeem, all that stuff, and then click submit. If there's an address for the business that you're adding, add the address, click submit, and then it's there. It's there for all your members that activate their cards. It's not available for anyone else in the community, just to your members. So it is exclusive just to your clients.
Oh, because you can stack which one is first, the first one that they see. Just an idea, not that people would do this, but I would do a grid of our top 6 listings and then say to get featured. And then every month you can update that with whatever your current listings are as well.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's amazing that you thought of that, because I've seen a lot of realtors just putting their listings. So they put a picture of the home and then they put the address. And it would show up on the little map there, so they can easily find it. And it'll say like just listed, and that'll be the first thing that pops up. So when
man, you know what else? So we used to do client appreciation events, and it was like pulling teeth to get people to. It's a free event. Like we're paying for the movie. All you have to do is show up, and it was like a full-time job to get people enrolled, to find out how many people are coming. That way, we knew how much food to buy and all that. And you'd have to get people to register somehow. So we could make it where people have to register through the app, and it's featured at the top of the app.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then you could link that to your social media. That could be the first thing that you see up there. Yeah. It's your own platform. So I've seen even property managers use this for their new lease agreements. They put their lease agreements on there. Anything you want. You also have, if people log in, if people opt in to the email blast option, so whenever we add something in their area, we'll send them an email with your branding on it. That comes with that. You get new member notifications. So when you're handing out your cards, like you're doing your open houses, your listing presentations, your buyer representations, whatever you're doing, and you're handing out these cards, you're going to get all those names and email addresses. So if you're door knocking, this is really good for that. If you're meeting people face-to-face or networking events, this is great for that. Then what we recommend is just clicking on that email link, that little, that email link right there. It creates a new, composed message in your iPhone or your Android, and then just shoot them an email and say, hey, it was great meeting you the other day. Enjoy the perks. If you ever need any help with real estate, I'm here for you. And just by doing that, if you do that 10, 20, 100, 500 times, you're going to get more engagement, more business, more listings. And that's what it's all about. And it's just so much better than giving nothing or giving your paper business card.
For all the agents that do open houses, make a binder up where you have a binder and you have laminated sheets, and the first sheet shows all of the discounts and all the companies, and then the next sheet shows like whatever your local vendors are, and then the next sheet, I don't know what it would look like, but use it at open houses where the people register right on the spot and get a card before they leave. And right in the app, you could have like a buying offer and a selling offer. And I don't mean discount. I just mean like call to action built right in.
Yeah, I've been to many open houses. Sometimes I just hop in and just chat with the agent and just see what they're doing. And it's always like the same thing. They're sitting there, they have their coffee and they have maybe some donuts, and then they have like a sign-in sheet where like they ask you to put your name and email address. And sometimes I just look at the sheet and like all the email addresses are fake. Like you can clearly tell that they're just fake. Not everyone signs it up. But if you give them your card and they register it and they create an account, 99% of the time that's real. So that helps with that. So instead of having like a sign-in sheet or something like that, you can get people to just, hey, download the app and activate your benefits, and then you get their name and email address anyway. So it's not just like they're giving you the information; you're giving them a gift.
That's cool.
So I've realtors do that too. And again, the cards are beautiful. They're hard plastic. This is Dan's. So this is something that we're doing for Dan right now.
Yeah, so I'll explain that. So I every time I got one from an agent and they had it as like, it just looked like their business card with their picture on it and everything else, and then on the back was this discount, it lowered the overall value or image of that agent, in my opinion. So what I'm like, well, if I'm going to hand these out, I want to make it like a VIP card where it actually looks like a true VIP card. And so that's what mine's going to look like. And you'll see at the bottom, it has my name, Dan Wood, friends get VIP pricing and discounts, and then there's a link to it. Now it's in like a really light font because it's not the problem. It's not about me. It's about the card for them. And when I hand it out to people, you can go to the dollar store and buy these credit card cases for $1 each. And I'm putting them in that to hand it so they have a safe place to keep it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's already your way ahead of the curve, because like some agents design their card, and we have a design team. We'll design the cards for you, but some agents choose to design it themselves or just use their current business card. And we don't recommend that. We don't recommend just putting your business card as your VIP card.
No way.
Yeah, it doesn't translate so well.
It should be one or the other. It's you can't you ever see those people that advertise in the magazine or newspaper, and they've got like 5 call to actions and 30 different fonts and 20 different colors. It's like too much, man. It's like one thing. Keep it as simple as possible. If it's a buyer message, keep it as a buyer message. If it's a VIP card, VIP card.
Right. That's why this one has been seeing a lot in the past year.
Yeah.
This one has been seeing a lot of action. Our customers are choosing something like this a lot.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. We do one print run a month, and I'd say 75% of our last print run was something like this. So it would be VIP, and then your company, your name, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something very clean. So, yeah. That would be better. So Dan's, I think yours is going to go over really well, and show value right away. And it's not just like, here's my phone number, call me, and here's my face, and here's my fax, and here's my address. And it's like, I don't need that stuff. I just want something nice.
Totally not the fact. Yeah. And so this business card holder, I put the card in it, but then my business card goes in it too. So there's this plus my card, and when I give it to people, I'm like, no, this is for you to keep. You can put your gift cards, credit cards, and anything else you see valuable. So I'm like framing it as a value.
Right. And I'm just going to go through these. So obviously you want to give them to first-time home buyers. You want to give them at open houses. And then I want to go on this one because I really like the stats here. So if you give out a paper business card,
make this one full screen just so people can see it better, because there's a lot on the screen.
Okay. Let me quickly get there. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I'll just go through them there. Let's go down here. It was the business card slide. Right. So 92% end up in the garbage in the first week. So you're giving out your paper business cards. Everyone's got them. 92% in the garbage in the first week, but your sales go up 2.5% for every 2,000 paper business cards you give out. And the reason why is because when someone needs a real estate agent or needs real estate advice, and they have your business card, which would be in the first week, so like a few days after you met them, they can call you, and they'd call you right away. But what happens after they throw away your business card in the first week? There's just no connection. You'll never meet that person again, most likely. They have no access to you. Then you compare that with, something like Corporate Club, what we do. 97% of members report keeping the card even after 1 year. So we survey members once a year, and we ask them, how many of you kept your card after 1 year? 97% said they did, and 72% said they keep it in their wallet or purse all the time, which is crazy, which is a crazy stat. The first time we did the survey, I thought it was going to be like 10, 20%. We never thought it would be 72. But I guess when you get like a hard plastic card that says VIP on it and you know it saves you money to all these places, you're going to keep it in your wallet or purse. And also, especially if the realtor added many local vendors in their area that they could just pop in and just show their card, that number gets even higher. So
I know 5 agents, because I do one-on-one coaching. So over the last couple of weeks, 5 agents have all come up with what they're going to do in the new year, and they're all doing the businesses in their local area, and they're going to do a video based on each business. I want to get them all to rewatch this session with you and I, and get them to use this app in conjunction with what they're up to, because that goes hand in hand.
Yeah. So door knocking, obviously, give them out for closing gifts or listing presentations. And giving starts the receiving process. The more you give, the more you get. It's just human nature. Like I said, I used the realtor I used last year was the one who gave me a gift when my son was born. And I can name you 100 other cases where it's the same thing. Like I used this guy because he was more visible and more credible, or he gave me something, he did something for me. And people use you because they like you. And if you can give out your corporate card that has discounts all across North America, and it saves their kids money when they go to the movies, and it saves you money when you go to a restaurant, and when you're renovating your home, you're just going to want to use that person more often. Even if it's just right away, when you meet someone right away and you give them a Rockstar VIP card and you say, hey, here's my card, I just wanted to give it to you. It's got a whole bunch of discounts on there. Whenever you need a realtor, give me a call. Even just that.
Any office manager is listening to this. You guys could use it for recruiting and building relationships with people. So take a look at all the deals that your office did last week, and then reconnect with the cooperating agent and use that as part of your thank you letter that you send out.
And then the other side is when you add local businesses to your app, you're giving to them. You're giving them free advertising to your top clients. So you walk into a local furniture store and you say, hey, I love your furniture store. I'd be happy to advertise it as part of my client benefits. I already work with Hertz and Enterprise and the Home Depot and AMC. So I'd be happy to put you on there. And then they're going to ask, okay, how much money do you want? And you'll say, no, it's free.
Oh, man. We just hit on something. You can do a Facebook ad. So say you get a local vendor that's a franchise, like whatever, Mr. Sub on the corner of your farm area. Go connect with them, do this thing. Then you do a Facebook ad targeting everybody who likes Subway within a 1 kilometer or 1 mile radius of your farm area, and just have the ad saying, hey, it's Danny Wood, Joe Blow Realtor. We got this deal over at the Subway at the corner here. And I would film me in front of that location. They can see the local plaza or whatever. Just run that ad for a couple of weeks, and you'd be getting cold business of people that you don't even know registering with their email. That's awesome.
Yeah, call me to get a free card. I'll stop by. We can have a chat. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. You could just literally film yourself and post it. It's really not hard.
Man, that's awesome.
That's an easy leverage for engagement. So just a few examples that I found looking up Corporate Plus Club and Facebook. So here's an agent, Rich Kim. When they got their cards in the mail, they took a picture of it and they posted it on their social media, and they said, anyone, like the first 10 people to like this post gets a free corporate card with discounts all across North America, and they get stuff that way. They get engagement. I found one just last week, November 17th. The Bradbury Estate Realty Inc. They, even before they got so they got a package from us. I think they got our biggest package, which is $2,500, and they started designing their cards. And while they're doing their design, they uploaded this post to their Facebook page, and they go, which design do you like better for our local perks card that we're going to be offering soon to our clients? And even just this, like even in the design phase, they got like a bunch of comments and engagement and stuff like that. And then when they get their cards in the mail, they're going to do something then. And then when they start adding local vendors, they're going to do something then. So there's always this generating machine, this engagement machine that you can have working for you. Mm-hmm. You can post it on your websites. Here are a couple of websites that have them. Dean Aaron, he's a big agent here. Dan Cooper. So they post it on their website, and they go, call us for a free corporate cup card, or get special discounts with me when you use me, stuff like that. And we have some options. So you can put your cards inside these sleeves before you give them out, like Dan was saying. You can give them out with like a little, page. You can even print it yourself. But we do have these sleeves available. We also have like silver, gold foiling that you can get on your cards. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many ways you can use them and have fun with them. And then just for attending this presentation, you get preferred pricing. We're going to give preferred pricing to everyone here. Ordering is very easy. We include all the design, setup, printing, shipping, everything. We take care of everything for you. We do have an online card creator that you can actually design the cards yourself. It's editor.corporateplusclub.com. Anyone can start designing their cards. You don't have to buy first. You can just go there and start designing your own cards if you want. And then when you're ready to buy, you go to shop.corporateplusclub.com. There's testimonials, explainer videos, everything like that. And then if you use the promo code Dan Wood, you actually get 30% off your setup cost,
Nice.
which is nice. So
and then the cost of cards go down too, right? Versus regular person off the street. Yes,
that's right. So a regular person off the street, they're paying about $3 a card, $2 a card, depending on the package. But with Dan Wood, if you use the promo code, you're getting 30% off that. Then there's a monthly fee. So we charge $19 a month to maintain the program. So if you got our lowest package, which is 250 cards to start, there's a price to print and set up that you're getting 30% off. And then your monthly is $18.99, and we take care of everything. The platform, we add and maintain national vendors as we grow. We maintain the app, the website. We give you unlimited support to add your own local vendors whenever you want. So when you add a local vendor, you can just send us the info and we'll add it to your app and just make it look beautiful. And then it'll show up for all your members. The email, the notifications, everything. It's just $19 a month. The more cards you have in circulation, the more maintenance it is. So like 500 is $28.99, 1,000 is $57.99. So just depending on how many cards you have in circulation, it's more customer service for us to do for those people. So it's up to you, however many cards you want to start off with. Experiment with it. Once you run out, you can always get more.
Is that number based on the cards activated or the cards ordered?
Just however many cards you have in circulation. So if you got 250 cards, you can have 250 people using them every day, whenever they want. You're not paying per usage. They're saving hundreds of dollars a year. Each one of them, you can add your own vendors whenever you want, and you're still only paying us $19 a month.
And there was hotels on that list, so all the agents right there, that like basically pays for it.
Yeah, we have a ton of hotels, car rentals. We have all the AMCs, all the Cinemarks, like Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams. I mean, everything like that. I've even seen real estate agents charge local vendors to be featured in their app, like charge their painter to be like their number one painter, or their roofer to be their number one roofer. I'm not sure. I don't usually recommend that. I usually recommend just ask for referrals, because like one referral is worth way more than a couple of bucks in advertising fees. But again, it's up.
You could always position the mortgage broker as the first one on the app, and then they just cover the setup fees and everything, where it's just a one-time thing.
Yeah, you can do that too. The setup fee for us is just to print and ship print and design your cards. But design is all included. Like there's no design fees or anything like that. You send us your headshot, your photo, your logo, and our team will go back and forth till you love it. We're not going to print the cards till you absolutely love how they look. They're all custom made, and they're all beautiful.
Well, I certainly love everything we heard, and people are going to start seeing me using this more. I want to do a lot of social engagement, and part of that is going to be where, like, say I partner up with you guys, which I did, then I would include, okay, this month we added this, and so every month I can cover a different vendor that's in it, because I got all these real estate vendors. I got like real estate CRMs and video companies and software and technology and tools, and they all offer discounts to my audience. So I'm going to start building that into my app, and then use that as part of my blogging platform as to like a reason for a new blog.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have your already your own affiliates and like approved home inspectors and stuff. I'm sure all of you guys get asked for a good home inspector, for example. So you can just give someone your card and say, yeah, all my best guys are on there. And they're even giving you a discount on on their services. And if you ever need an electrician, my electrician's on there. My HVAC guy's on there. I got a roofer. I got a floorer. And then you just look like a rock star realtor and like the best person to work with, just by giving someone your VIP card.
A good one for the first the first offer or first person that you feature, I would have my own call to action that talks about getting into real estate, becoming a real estate agent, working in marketing, admin, recruiting, and management. And I would have like bullet points, because anybody who raises their hand, they've got a radar of real estate. So they certainly know other people that are buying and selling, and they're not yet licensed. So you can work them for their referrals and let them come to you. That'd be a really good way of people raising their hand.
And I've had office managers and broker owners asking me what the best way is for them to use it. And recruitment and retention is what I always say. So if you're trying to actively recruit people to join you, this is a huge benefit. Say you have your own VIP platform with benefits, local benefits that we've already established. We'll give you 50 cards just for joining us, and you can hand them out to your friends and family and stuff like that. And then retention, like if you're a part of a team that has a bunch of local benefits on there and they're in every household, you're not going to want to leave as easily, because it helps build the team up and stuff like that. And also teams are just better at adding local vendors because they have an army of people out there speaking to local businesses and getting them on board. But
yeah, an office could set up with preferred vendors where an office at large says, okay, these are our 3 mortgage people, these are our 3 home inspectors, these are our 3 whatever. And then the office actually could charge those people, because then it's going to go into the app of all their agents. Yeah,
there are many associations out there that do use us, and they use us for like their affiliate program. So they do charge affiliate fees to be an affiliate of that association. And just as an added value, you're also going to be included in our VIP cards if you want to give an offer and stuff like that.
Man, there's so many ways to tackle this. See, I'm so glad I pulled you aside at that trade show, because every time I get a card, I'm like, boop. I never really looked into it any further than surface level. So that's cool. Thank you for lifting up the hood and showing us the real value. And I'll end it here. So everybody, you can take a screenshot. We're going to type out all of the description in the notes so that it's easy for you to just click on that link and then copy and paste and Wood as the promo code to give you those deals. And then I'm even going to put out his phone number so that you can just call direct. Sometimes you got questions before you pull the trigger, so you can just call them and have a real one-on-one conversation if the program will actually work for you or not. I know it's going to work for me. So Andrew, thanks for hanging out with us, putting together this presentation, and you did a good job. So good one.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Dan. Anytime. And thanks, guys, for listening. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone. Okay, I'm going to end the video there, Andrew, but there are people still hanging on. Is there any questions for the people that are hanging on? So, Andrew, I always do a fake ending where I'm like, okay, bye, because whenever I ask the question, sometimes it takes people like 2 minutes to type it out, and I don't want that in the video.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll stick around if people have questions. I know it's a very different product. It's unique. Many agents use it in many different ways. Like some agents use it just as a pure upgrade to their current business card. The best way to use it is exactly how Dan is talking about. Speak to local vendors, show people you're a community leader, start knocking on businesses like restaurants you go to, coffee shop. We just had a team in Arizona that added their 3 favorite coffee shops in their neighborhood. And now they're going to go door knocking and be like, hey, we just wanted to give you our VIP card. You get 10% off your coffee. Or actually, it was like a buy one latte, get one free, when you show our card there. And it's such an easy tool. It's such an easy way to engage your community and show people that you care. And that just leads to more listings.
Door knocking would be awesome. For door knocking, yeah, that would be a really good reason for door knocking. Totally not annoying.
No, not at all. If a realtor knocked on my door and said, hey, I just wanted to give you my VIP card, there's a whole bunch of discounts on there for you. And if you ever have any real estate advice, I'm here for you. And then when I activate it, they get a notification with my name and email address so they can follow up and say, hey, thanks for activating. Enjoy the perks. I'm here for anything.
You know what? You could do that so I know a girl that has a Facebook group, and there's 10,000 people in that Facebook group. I think like 90% of her business or even more just comes from that group. So she has no cost of business, and they always do like really cool things. So for example, there's they got 400 gifts, between 400 and 500 gifts just from the group alone, and they were all donated. And then they had students in that local area write out 400 or 500 Christmas cards, and then they're giving all those cards and gifts to elderly in the area. And it didn't cost her anything, just the time to do that. But so for a person that doesn't have a group of any size or stature, that could be a reason, so that your whole corporate card could be branded as that community group, where it's not Dan Wood Realtor, but it's Central North Oshawa Facebook group. Like that could be the card, for example, and you go and get 250 people in that area of your city, and in order for them to get the card, they have to join like the group right on the spot.
Yeah. You can leverage it that way. Like the first 100 people that join the group will give you our free VIP card.
That's cool.
Now, yeah, we wanted to. The way the product is that it's already preloaded with about 35 national vendors that your clients can use right away. So they automatically get the corporate rate at Hertz, Enterprise, Budget, Dell, Lenovo, FTD. If you go to our shop.corporateplusclub.com, you'll see it there. It'll say like up to 40% off or up to 20% off. They're basically the corporate rates. So usually big companies can give it to their employees. If you're a member of NAR, for example, you get the corporate rate at Dell, Lenovo, Hertz, and Budget, and like some insurance and health benefits too. So those are things that you get automatically, whether you use them or not, or knew that you had them, you get them.
Well, some people don't know this, but Dell doesn't just sell Dell. Dell sells the accessories from Logitech and like webcams, keyboards, all this from other companies. So you could actually go to Dell and get the 20, whatever the percent is off. That's
right. But every time I speak to realtors, like either they have no idea they get those benefits or they never use them.
Right.
And what's great about Corporate Club is that it's an app on your phone, and everything is done through the app. So when you want to buy your movie tickets, for example, like AMC is the biggest in the United States, Cinemark is the second biggest. You just go inside your app, you select how many vouchers you want, you can use them towards any movie, and they're $9.90 each. In New York, New Jersey, and California, they're $11.30 each. Right. And then every other state, they're $9.90 each. That's usually about 10 to 20% off tickets. And those are definitely our most popular ones, are AMC and Cinemark. The average savings per user is $138 a year, according to our survey. So when we survey your clients, they report to us that they save on average $138 a year. For a card that costs you like about $1 or $2 each, that's not bad. And that's even before you add any of your own local vendors. Once you start adding local vendors and your affiliates and suppliers and all that stuff, then that number goes up and up and up. So it only gets better. So I said before, even after you've handed out all your cards, there's still value there. You can either get more cards, obviously, or you can continue to speak to local businesses, and you have an excuse now to pop by into any business and give them value. Hey, I'm a top realtor in the area. I just wanted to say that I love your store, and if you want to give my clients an offer, I'll throw you in my app for free. And if you start off with that, it's very non-intrusive. It's very polite. It makes sense to them that you're trying to build up your client benefits by giving them discounts and stuff locally. It's not like a weird sales pitch. You're just giving them something. Yeah. And then it naturally turns into, oh, you're a real estate agent? My mother-in-law needs a realtor. Is it okay if she gives you a call? Like, I've heard this so many times from realtors that just, pull out their VIP card or speak to a local business. And just because they're speaking to them, they get more they get more business out of it just because it's just in a friendly way. So the business never really stops. Like, you should have your own client benefits platform. If you're a sales professional, it means a lot to have your own client benefits, and just it helps you stand out.
I didn't even think of that the agents don't have to keep ordering new cards. They could just order one run of 500 cards, and then after that, just keep adding to it, and eventually they'd probably want to order more cards because it's such a cool program.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not going to edit this out because that was good, and like we added a bunch of other ideas at the end there. Yeah. So I'm going to keep it all in. So Andrew, I'm going to get you this YouTube video as well so that you can use it for your follow-up when you're dealing with your clients. Obviously, you would probably just cut out the promo code part to your people. But anyways, that's cool. So thank you so much for spending the time and the time it took for you to get this together. So we're going to we're going to edit this, and then we're going to email it out to everybody on Monday. We do it Monday evenings. And then everybody who's still here, thanks for being with us. I'm going to announce what the next date, time, and topic is. And today is my birthday, so I'm off for the day. So this is it for me.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks. Okay,
it was great
bye,
talking
everyone.
with you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!